this is my first time making a video about this, but uh, how do I start? I don't play the Like a Dragon games. I only played Yakuza 0, and I thought it was a okay game, but it's not a game that I would invest my time in. But yeah, I'm like talking about this because I care about I'm like Japan and Japanese culture, and the Japanese culture, and I want all Japanese games to be successful because I just love like Japanese media and that. But it's not good when Americans try to ruin it. So everybody knows about the Japan Times article about SEGA and Namco letting the localizers ruin the games. I don't know why they hire foreigners to translate their games. They should get Japanese people to translate the games themselves. I don't know why they need foreigners to do it. I think it's the most dumbest thing in the world. But anyway, so we're gonna have a look at two articles. And it's not really about the Like a Dragon game, because everybody knows about the controversy with the localization, but it's mostly about this guy. What's his name? Masayoshi Yokoyama. Yeah, his name here. So, we're gonna have a look at two articles in this video, but we're gonna have a quick look at this one first. So, he actually responded to all of the outrage of the localization from both the Western audience and the Japanese audience. And well, the Japanese don't play Like a Dragon, but they still care about foreigners just killing their media. Even the Japanese hate it. This guy, Yokoyama, has made the most worst excuse and the most worst response ever on Twitter, and yeah. Twitter is just horrible. I fucking hate Twitter. Twitter is just full of fucking hypocrites. I got suspended for saying NHK, here's for faggots, but Andrew Tate, corrupting Yao Youth is perfectly fine on Twitter. So, I don't know if I'm making fun of people who watch a Japanese channel is a bigger deal than our youth getting fucked up by some online incel. But anyway, it's not about that. So not many, just a few YouTubers at the moment already made videos on this and how horrible this excuse is, but you can pause it and read it for yourself. And the first thing I say wrong is this: but localization does not change the original Japanese content. Bullshit. It does. This retard just doesn't understand what, localization is. Because there is a big difference between translating a game and localizing a game. Translating is just translating the whole game, and localizing is not only translating the game, but you also making the translation or the script or the dialogue suitable for a Western audience. That is what localization is. So yes, So, yes, overseas fans of Japanese games want our Japanese games to be translated, not localized, okay? So, these, fucking retarded Japanese developers need to understand that we want our games to be translated, not localized, okay? And also, I saw this in other words, there is no difference between the Japanese version and the overseas version. That is not true either. Not true from at all. Because, recently, there's been some, gameplay of the overseas version of the English dub, and yes, some people do play the English dub for some reason, where some of the adult male characters are voiced by women. They are trying to make some transgender thing. I don't know how to explain it, but that is the difference between the overseas and Japanese version. So this guy has no idea what he's talking about, and he's the director of the game, and he said some other bullshit about Japan is changing, and we have to get used to it. Look, these are some horrible changes that Japan should never get used to, this fucking multicultural bullshit, and this other stuff, and that fucking cancerous Prime Minister Fumio Kishida may be responsible for it. But anyway, that's about it. So we're gonna have a look at this next article, and the title says, "We don't hit women, how Yakuza differs from Grand Theft Auto." Now look, I'm not saying this is a bad take, but with high respect to women and to women's rights, and I know it's very wrong for men to attack women. I'm totally not okay with that. But this quote kinda makes him sound like a beta male feminist cuck, and he kinda looks like a cuck to me. But yeah. And I forgot to mention, for those who don't know anything about the Yakuza or Like a Dragon series, the original producer of Like a Dragon left SEGA in I think 2021, and he started his own game developer studio, but I don't know if they made any games yet. But anyway, so I see a very suspicious take. Our approach is the opposite of GTA. It's a completely different game. There's many comparisons between Yakuza and Star Wars GTA, like fighting gangs that you actually do in both Yakuza and GTA. Like San Andreas is all about gangs and that, just like the Yakuza series. So I wouldn't say they're different, because Yakuza is kinda pretty similar to San Andreas, but except I don't think you can drive in the Yakuza games. I don't know. I only played 0, so this one is the new one, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, is set outside Japan for the first time in Hawaii. From the beginning, we targeted a purely Japanese audience who actually go there and want to say, yes, that's really how it is, says Yokoyama. GTA offers a very large, whatever. So, I don't see it. So he's saying he's trying to cater to the Japanese audience, but he is largely catering to the Western audience. So, are you catering to the Japanese audience or the Western audience? Because from what I've seen, and I actually used to live in Japan, Japanese people don't play the the Yakuza series. Like, nobody plays it, and yeah, and I think it's because like Japanese people aren't really into the dark and violent games. They like the family-friendly puzzle games, I think. But I've met some Japanese people who play first-person shooters, but it's not that much. And back to this, you can't say you are targeting the Japanese audience if the game itself totally looks like it's catering to the Western audience. Like, he's pretty much bullshitting out of his ass. It says something that's pretty true. Like, in Western markets, with 21 million copies sold, it's now achieved 70% of its sale outside Japan. So, yeah. So 30% of sales in Japan is very low. Like, very low. Because Japanese people just prefer from other games. And GTA is way more popular in Japan than the Like a Dragon games. And this is the bad thing that we see. It says, the plots of the games in the series have gradually moved away from the pure Yakuza themes to focus on social issues. Like, come on. No, like, look, we don't want to play a game about like the social issues. We totally don't. Yeah, and what makes the Yakuza series a fan favorite is the theme of it. The Yakuza theme, like if the whole series was focused on social issues, nobody would be like playing it because we play video games to escape from the real world, and we just don't want to learn about our social issues, which we don't. So we don't play video games to learn about like our real life issues, like social issues, not at all. Yeah, and I don't know why this guy is declining from America so much. Yeah, this guy is pretty much killing the series, and he can't handle the criticism of the localization, so he's gone in damage control and wrote that wrote a thread of terrible excuses, and that's damage control. And SEGA updated the customer harassment policy for some reason, but yeah, SEGA has literally gone downhill. Like, yeah, I've said it a few videos ago. SEGA is woke, and what I've mentioned before, and this whole thing is proof. And if we go back to the Sega Sammy site, so yeah, this is the Sega corporate website, and look, ESG, this is the company that owns Sega. All this, like, from ESG bullshit, and this guy is pretty much killing Sega. So I have watched, like, Yasmin Gold's reactions to this stuff, and he said some very interesting stuff that you should share. Like, complaining doesn't really help. The only way to like stop this is to like stop buying the games, and like piloting the game doesn't really help. You just need to stop buying, stop giving money to Sega, and just like boycott their games. That's the only way to like stop it. But nope, these these American Sega dick riders still give their money to Sega, which isn't good.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
So, if you are giving money to Sega, stop. Just stop. Don't give any money to Sega and just let them die. And that's all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.